is going to happen at some point. Somebody's going to ask you, so why model trains? What are you going to say? Hey, I'm Jamie of Leaping Cat Model Works. So today's May 2nd, and one of my commitments, well, my intention that I would like to start doing is to produce one video a week. Hasn't been happening, but the cadence is getting a little bit better. So I'm setting that intention. A little bit better cadence, one video a week. That's something I should be able to do. I think that's a lot of things, even in things you enjoy doing. It seems like we put off things or things happen. In my case, it's spring here in Beaufort, North Carolina. And after being cooped up for this long winter, I've just had to get out. And I can tell it's spring here in Beaufort. One of my things that I love to do is to ride my bicycle downtown. I'm lucky enough to be able to access downtown fairly easy where I live at. And on my lunch break, I just simply ride my bicycle through downtown. There's a lot to see, a lot of interesting sights to look at, especially the water. I can tell it's spring because there's actually boat shuttle services that takes you to various islands along the Outer Banks here. Beaufort's the southern outer Banks, and there's shuttle services again that takes you to various islands. Well, at lunchtime, that's when the majority of them leave or come back in. And riding through, you can get a nice smell of sunblock lotion in the air with that scent of fake coconut smell. So the tourists have arrived back in town, which is good for the economy, and it makes for interesting sightseeing possibilities also. But today I wanted to talk to you about why model trains? Why model railroading? It's kind of interesting. I shared my website with a friend of mine. It's a friend of mine that I still do enjoy photography with him, talking camera shop and things like that. And he asked me a question. Actually he called me up and was like, so I got a question. Why? Why model trains? And I think each and every one of us is going to get asked that question one day. Why play with trains? And, I think the thing that comes to most of mind of most of us is, well, it's fun. It's a hobby. It's a way to relax. A lot of us find it interesting. And so I wanted to dive a little bit more deeper into that question. So, completely from my perspective, and completely from reasons of why I like doing it, is just because it allows me to combine all of my skills into one hobby, more or less. I don't have to divide my time up between multiple hobbies when it can all be done in one. I'll give you an example. I like to refer to myself as what I call a creator alchemist. I enjoy creating things. I enjoy fixing problems. I also enjoy learning new things, new skills, new techniques. Also, because of that, I enjoy challenges. And if you haven't been doing model trains for a while, and you say, oh, there's definitely no challenges when it comes to modeling, well, you're sadly mistaken and wrong. It has been a challenge. There are challenges you're going to come up against, and for me, I find enjoyment in finding solutions to the challenges that I'm presented with. A good example, again, are these videos. I'm not that person that likes to get in front of the camera, but for some reason I'm feeling like it's something I have to do, it's a skill I have to learn. And I hope that this video, number 3 video, is a lot better than the first 2 videos. So, back to the question. For me, why model trains? You can say, oh, it's a love affair. But no, it is, for me, the combining of all majority of my skills that I enjoy doing. 3D modeling, I enjoy that. The 3D printing aspect of it, I also enjoy that. The 3D printing has another layer of complexity to it, and it also offers me a challenge to figure out why things are not exactly printing right. To be able to iterate and to come up with new ideas. The 3D design aspect of it, I enjoy designing things, and to be able to look at an object and then create it in the 3D world and to print it out and have a miniature version of that object, I have to say it is somewhat fascinating. And then there's the electronic side of it. I've always been into computers. I enjoy computers. That's how I make a majority of my living, is through technology-based work. Well, think about it, model trains, DCC, and all of these projects have some electrical aspect to it. And I find that completely fascinating also, and to be able to take microcontrollers and to take a problem and create solutions to these problems. And maybe it's something stupid. I don't really like to use the word stupid, but something, I don't know, random, like, oh, I want to fire a flickering light that does X, Y, and Z. And to be able to sit down and to write code that actually generates that, to make that effect, it's very pleasing to me. And I won't say pleasing, it's satisfying. It's, again, for me, I'm the creator. I enjoy creating. Yeah, what other aspects of it? Yeah, the photography. Although you can look at the images on my website and say, oh, he was a photographer, it's a work in progress. I actually sold a lot of my photography gear before moving because of COVID, because I just wasn't doing it much at that time. And so now I'm trying to do product photography, a very small, here's an example, a very small item with some lenses and light solutions that really is not designed to do that. So I'm trying to do with what I have right now. But photography, will I go out and chase trains? I have, and I've made photographs of them even before this, years ago, and will I do it again? More than likely. So it's everything, and not to mention the people. Again, the people that you meet in the hobby. Yeah, there are some people that you meet that you're just, I don't know how to have to describe it. They always seem like they get up on the wrong side of the bed. Everything's wrong. They're right, you're wrong type people. But that's few and far in between. The majority of the people are friendly, they enjoy the hobby, and they enjoy talking shop with other people too. And again, each one of us, I think, has a different reasons why we enjoy this hobby. So I'm going to ask you a question. What do you enjoy about the hobby? I would love to hear your comments. And, if you like these videos, they are getting better. If you enjoy these videos and want to stay in touch, hey, subscribe to this channel here, visit my website, sign up for my newsletter. I've got this little project I've been working on. You may see the little engine here. I've got the primer coat on it done, and actually have the first layer of the DCC decoder in there. You can read that about my website. I'll post a link in the description here. This is going to be the K&R 90. The K&R 90 is a shortline railroad out of Kinston, North Carolina, that has one locomotive, and its sole purpose of that line's existence is just to store cars for the Norfolk Southern Railroad. That's all it does. There's one locomotive, EMD, I think that's the EMD SW90. It's there. I reprinted the trucks on it to give it modern ball bearing trucks. I did some other stuff with it. That's been the majority of my time, of my free time to actually make it. I actually wired up and 3D printed the ditch lights, and that'll be going on soon. And again, that's in my blog if you want to check that out. But again, like I said, my intention, one video a week. So God help us all. It should be good. I enjoy doing this. But hey, I appreciate everybody watching. And again, subscribe to the channel, sign up for my newsletter. Let's see where this thing goes. Thank you. Have a great day.